all three of you are college graduates. Were your parents involved in that decision of you going to college, or?
Miss Jackson. Miss Jackson went to college, I was going to college.
Oh, that's neat.
First I was gonna be an engineer, but I didn't think that.
But you were, but that was in the first grade that you had, or
Second grade.
Second grade.
Second grade.
So you've gone through all your other years at Jackson and high school, but that's still burning desire.
And when I finally got to high school, of course, I knew about colleges, but at Jackson, Miss Jackson gone to college, so that's about what I knew about college.
What motivated you to go to college, Margie?
My mother, she was a strong believer in education. She was born in 1919, and she didn't get to finish high school. She was driving her grandparents around at 14 years old back then. And so I'm not sure why she finished when she married my dad. Of course, they started. But each one of her children, she had 4 children. I have 2 older sisters and a brother. And she really pushed for all of us to get an education. She said, that's the way of the future, and I want you to have choices. So, yes, my mother was a strong push for us to finish school.
That's terrific.
So.
Brenda?
Well, I always loved school. I loved going to school, and and did well in school, but I never expected to get to go to college because of financial reasons, mainly. And it was not promoted, my family didn't really promote it that much. They just didn't understand the value in it. And but after I graduated from high school, I worked for Dr. Corey Blair and Dr. McPeak at the clinic in Loudon. And so I was a receptionist out front. And another employee there was Evelyn Swinney, and her husband was Ronnie. And so Ronnie would come to pick Evelyn up each evening after work, and while he was waiting on her, he would talk to me. And so he said, you ought to go to college. And I said, oh, I can't go to college. And he said, listen, I work a full-time job, I have 3 children, and I'm going to Hiawassee College. If I can do it, you can do it. And so he kept pursuing me to go to college. And so I finally thought, well, maybe I could, And so I made contact with some people at Hiawassee College, and they assured me, yes, you can come to college and get a loan and grant and that kind of thing. And I did, and I loved it. It was just some of the best years of my life being at Hiawassee.
Was it still 2 years then?
It was still 2 years, yeah. And so then, so that's what prompted me to go to college, the encouragement of Ronnie Swinney.